Hello everyone. I made a terminal-based Java game where you play as a person stuck in an interrogation room for a crime that you did not commit, and the ultimate goal is to get out of that room, either guilty or innocent. So let's run it, see how that goes. It hasn't been working, so let's enter my name like it asks this. And originally I was going to have two options for you to choose, but I changed it to one for time's sake. And it asks you, it's just story based, so let's go with option 3. So it tells you your innocence. There's innocence and guilt in this game. And it went up to 1. So my innocence went up to 1. Let's see. Let's remain silent. My guilt went up to 6 and I went to jail. Game over. So let's see the code. So what's the code? Here's the variables of the program. We got the scanner that detects us typing in our name, the I, what our choices are, the choices that we made, the choice that we made, which is the I, right here. That's actually right here. And name. The 3 variables for this. First, class, because this game has 2 classes. And here are the system printouts for that, for this first portion of it. And we have a call to the start method, which is down here. And right here at the start method is where it detects that choice that you made, I, or originally it was going to be I and or M, or I or M. M is for the alternate story that was supposed to happen. And it calls to the innocent run method down here. Right there is the innocent run method, which is starts right here. And right here is where it calls to the user responses class. And in this class is where the whole meat of the game itself is at. So right here is where we have the array list for all the responses. This is where all is held. Because if I had just had the whole entire string of stuff within the code, it kind of just looked clunky and everything. So might as well have the clunkiness in one area. And a string, and an array list of strings. So here's the other variables up here. The strings for response, and brought back the scanner because that's going to be used again. Innocence and guilt. Those 2 very important variables, which are given parameters that can be manipulated within the method right here, within the user response method. So this is where the whole meat of everything happens. So like, if you chose option 1 at that first question, it'll get the response variable from up here and set it to whatever option you have. And if it was that response, it'll trigger all these to happen. So your guilt will go up to 1. It'll print out your response like as if you answered that, and it'll tell you that your guilt went up to 1. And then it goes down to it passes all this because that's if you didn't have an else if statement. So it goes down to this check stats. Check stats method is all the way down here. And the check stats method is for a check if the game is over. And I set it to a low for time's sake, of course, because time's sake, of course. So it's just check if the game is over. And if you have 6 in innocence, you win. But if you have 6 in guilt, you lose. And it triggers the game over. And it exits the system. You can't type in it anymore. Thus, the reason why we can't type right here anymore. See? If I had a choice to improve upon this, I'd probably give myself more time to actually finish this.